Here's how to build an aesthetic body from the comfort of your own room and because of that become unrecognizable in 90 days, starting now. But at first, let me take you to the beginning to tell you my story. I used to be really skinny. I was so skinny that in fact I was getting bullied for that daily. I was getting bullied by my so-called friends who were just always bigger than me physically. Like I quite literally just couldn't defend myself just because I had such skinny wrists and small body. And I think that this pushed me to actually start working out, like seriously, because I had many different attempts, but this time when I took this approach, then it all kind of clicked and I started to actually put in the work at the gym. So I started working out not at the gym, I started working out at home with minimal equipment like plastic dumbbells and a pull-up bar. Now let me tell you something, but do not tell anyone. At the beginning it was so hard, like the workouts were so hard for me that I quite literally used to cry by the end of those workouts. You know, at the beginning your body and your mind isn't used to feeling such pain. Yeah, at first I was quite literally like tearing up because of how much of pain I felt back then just starting out with working out. I did not know also what I was doing in the beginning. So I actually thought that the more you sweat during your workouts, the better of workouts you're doing, but I just couldn't be further from the truth, to be honest. I couldn't be more wrong. So stupid me started doing those at-home ab circuits where, you know, just make you sweat like crazy because you're going 100 miles per hour, switching up between 20 different exercises in the same 4-minute time span. It's like pretty fucked up and pretty stupid, to be fair, because training to build muscle does not and should not look like that, which actually was my goal in the past and still is. So I'm like, you know, now I learned my shit, right? But then, thank God, with time I learned what to actually do. Through my experience and through other fitness forums or on Reddit and other, like, I was researching a lot and I got to know that to build muscle, quite literally the only thing which actually matters is that whether if you train or you don't train till muscular failure. And this changed everything for me. Then after 2 full years of gymming, I discovered the Mike Mentzer routine, which further made me dive deeper into intense training, because you have 2 different types of training, which one of them is volume training, the second one is intensity training. Now, to have actually effective workouts, the only thing which actually matters is intensity, because you might be doing 10 different exercises for 4 sets each, but that doesn't matter. If you actually train till, or at the very least close to muscular failure, then you do not need more than 2 sets per exercise and not more than 3 or 4 exercises per entire workout. Yes, you heard me right. So by me discovering the whole Mike Mentzer workout routine and other guys' routines, which are focused on intensity and not volume, like all of these stupid ass fitness influencers always been telling you what to do, like train a lot at the gym and other bullshit stuff like that. All of this just changed the way that I like look at fitness and at training. It changed it all for me forever. So the bullet point here is that from now on, you will only be training till or past muscular failure. Now, truth is that many people don't even know what training till failure means or looks like or feels like because they never actually done it. They might be telling you that they are training till or past muscular failure, but sometimes it's absolutely not true. Let me picture it like this for you. Training till failure quite literally means that whenever you're doing bicep curls, like you're doing your bicep curls, and the moment when you approach actual muscle failure is when you quite literally cannot move your arm anymore. It's when you literally cannot physically bring the weight any more up. Like you just can't. You can't do that because your muscles approach to muscular failure. It's not when your mind gives out. It's not when you're tired. It's not when you feel discomfort. It's not when you're feeling anything. It's when you physically cannot train more. The same set, of course, because you shouldn't be working out so hard that you're like passing out in the middle of your sets, of course. I mean, if you're doing 1 set or 2 sets, make sure that both of them or just this one of them has the most amount of intensity so that you quite literally don't have to work out this body part at all for the entirety of the workout. just this 1 or 2 sets and you're done with the body part. Because let me tell you, many people might think it's counterintuitive and it's weird. It's not fucking true, bro. It's that you've been lied to and you've been trying to progress on fucking volume workouts which don't work. They don't work. And I can tell you from experience, bro, because I've been training intensively for the past like 6-ish months, and I can tell you I've seen greater progress than ever before. And I've been training already for about 4 years, so something has to be in this fucking intensity rather than volume training. Mike Menzer was right all along, bro. What I'm trying to do is to put the same mindset onto you, because many people might think it's absolutely weird and not optimal to train less than about 5 times a week. Bull fucking shit. If you work out intensively, you quite literally can grow on 1 workout per week. You can have my word for it, but you actually have to train intensively. I personally only now train 2 times a week, and because I have other muscle groups, which everybody has different muscle groups. What I mean is my other muscle groups compared to, let's say, my shoulders and back are pretty big. So what I'm doing right now is I don't even train my legs. I don't even train my chest. I don't even train my triceps. I only actually train my shoulders and back 2 times per week. And I do it intensively to get that nice V-taper look, right? And that's all I'm doing. And I look fucking great. I even got into a caloric deficit right now, so you know that the gains are popping. Like, here is a picture of me, like, currently. I think I took it like yesterday or something. Next tip which I can give you is to, whenever you're doing your training sessions, make sure that you're training in the same time blocks like each week. Just train the same time every session. Some people prefer morning workouts, some people prefer late night workouts, some people prefer something in the middle. That's okay. Best way is to just have this in mind, that if you are going to train like 1 or 2 per week, or like maybe 3 times a week at most, intensively of course, then it would just make sense to create this schedule for yourself, where even if your workouts are not frequent, then try to do them pretty much the same time and the same way, because then you will get into this mindset, this routine. Even if they are infrequent, you will get into a kind of a routine with doing them. And what I found is that productivity loves routines. Productivity is the biggest friend of routines, and routines are the biggest friend of productivity. If you get into a schedule, a routine, in terms of your work, in terms of your fitness, even sometimes in terms of your like relationships, in many cases, that is actually really good. Routines are needed because they keep things in place. Routines make you sure that you're doing the right things every single time you actually do those things, because you've literally planned. Routines are plans. You've planned for it beforehand, so it has to be good for you. Next point is high weight, low reps. Volume training guys would love to pick a pretty low weight and do it for high reps. Does that work? No. These people take steroids. These people only grow. They quite literally don't even know what the fuck they're doing at the gym. The only thing they do is they take steroids, and they can grow from lifting up a chair, to be honest. And because of that, they don't know nothing about training, but they're still growing, which means that they think they're doing the right things, and they pick up low weights and they do them for 30 reps and they feel the burn. Now, they think they're doing something right because they're growing, but yeah, just like I said, they take steroids. That doesn't make sense. What makes sense is picking up a pretty high weight and not doing it for more than about 8 reps. Till failure. You have to approach muscular failure in the range of about 4 to 8 reps. That's all I can tell you, bro. Next point is that you actually need to, make your sets more precise by doing your reps slower. If you train slowly, if you train slower, if you actually focus on your like muscle contraction. Mike Menzer has this like good thing where he tells people, I mean, he's not like alive, he used to tell people, RIP, he used to tell people that you have to do 4 seconds up, 2 seconds hold, and 6 seconds down on each of your sets. Each exercise you're doing, whether if it's squats, whether if it's lat pull downs, whether if it's bicep curls, whether if it's triceps push downs, whatever, whether if it's legs extensions or calf raises, you have to know that in order to see the best muscle hypertrophy, the best way to do that is to just not do many sets, just do 1 or 2 sets, but make sure that you pick a good weight and also that you do the exercise slowly to actually feel the muscle and to not, because the worst thing you can do essentially is to, throw the weights around like this. The best way to train is to do it slowly, quite literally like this, just like I'm showing you, because this actually involves some fucking muscle hypertrophy in your muscles. You will see the greatest progress in your both strength and size if you train this way, trust me, so you have to start doing this today. Last point of today's video, just before I give you the actual routines which you will use with all of the knowledge I just gave you, is that progressive overload is key. If you're not focusing on doing more weights each and every single week, if you're not focused on getting stronger each week and getting bigger each week, because if you're stronger, then you're automatically going to get bigger. So if you track how much weight you actually lift every single week, then you will, and it's guaranteed that you will see progress in your size also. And that is why progressive overload is just so necessary. It's such necessity. So if you want to learn more about progressive overload and actually get like full routines, then you can check out my free masterclass. It's the second link inside of the description. The first link is a free one-on-one coaching call with me, so you can discuss me on this, like literally. And it's not like I'm trying to sell you onto something, it's literally free. I'm giving you free value so that you can actually get jacked from the comfort of your own room, just like I said in the beginning of this video. So yeah, that is it. Click the second link inside of the description and see you there, bro. Remember to stay abnormal. Thank you for watching.